Hey, welcome back to ClearSpot. Here's something that keeps solar performance engineers awake at night. A 2% error in your irradiance measurement can result in a 2% error in your performance ratio calculation. On a 50 megawatt farm generating $5 million annually, that 2% error means you cannot explain $100,000, $250,000 in revenue variance. Is your farm underperforming? Or is your sensor wrong? You don't know. And that uncertainty cascades through every decision you make. O&M budgets, warranty claims, investor reports, operational priorities. Your sensors are the foundation of everything. If they're wrong, everything built on top of them is wrong. Today, I'm giving you the complete guide to solar sensor ecosystems. Irradiance sensors, pyranometers versus reference cells, temperature sensors, module and ambient, wind sensors and humidity sensors. What they measure, how accurate they need to be, where to place them, and how often to calibrate them, all according to IEC 617241 standards. This is the technical foundation that makes everything else in your monitoring system trustworthy. Let's build the sensor ecosystem. Irradiance measurement is the single most important sensor input for solar performance monitoring. Without accurate irradiance data, you cannot calculate performance ratio, specific yield, or any meaningful efficiency metric. There are three main technologies for measuring solar irradiance. Pyranometers use a thermal sensor, thermopile, under a glass dome to measure total solar radiation across a broad spectrum, 300 to 3000 nanometer wavelength. Key characteristics: measures entire solar spectrum, broadband. Response time, 0.5 to 30 seconds depending on class. ISO 9600 classified, class A, B, or C, requires heating or ventilation to prevent dew frost. Best for GHI measurement, research applications, independent system evaluation. Reference cells use a calibrated photovoltaic cell to measure only the portion of the spectrum that PV modules can actually convert to electricity. Key characteristics: measures PV-relevant spectrum only, 300 to 1100 nanometer. Response time, 1 millisecond, instantaneous. Spectral response matches PV modules being monitored, more economical than thermopile pyranometers, best for PV performance monitoring, real-time PR calculations. Full PV modules characterized to provide irradiance measurements that perfectly match the behavior of the modules being monitored. Key characteristics: most realistic representation of actual PV behavior, application-specific, matches your exact module type, more complex to set up and maintain. Best for calibration verification, high-precision monitoring. For PV performance monitoring, reference cells often provide better detection of changes in system performance because their spectral response matches your modules. A pyranometer measures total available energy. A reference cell measures energy your modules can actually use. Not all irradiance sensors are equal. ISO 9600-2018 defines three accuracy classes that determine suitability for different applications. Specification Class A, Class B, Class C response time, 95%. 15 SEQ, 30 SEQ, 60 SEQ, 0 offset, A, thermal, plus 7 WM2, plus 15, GEM2, plus 30, MOTO 0 offset, B, temp change, plus 2, MHOSU, plus 040, MIDISU, plus QM, non-stability per year, plus 0.8%, plus 3%, non-linearity, plus 0.%, percent, directional response, plus 20, B, 2, 30. What these specs mean practically: response time, how quickly sensor responds to changing irradiance, clouds passing. 0 offset, error. When irradiance is 0, nighttime baseline drift. Non-stability, how much accuracy degrades per year without recalibration. Non-linearity, error at different irradiance levels, morning versus noon. Directional response, error based on sun angle throughout the day. Like, share, and subscribe for more solar insights. ClearSpot, smart device, smarter decisions.